All right. We live. Greetings and welcome back once again. This is Amuna, and I pray everybody's doing well. It's been a quick little minute, and welcome to the channel for those who just joined us. I came across, actually, I seen this a few days ago. I seen this whole boyfriend haul video, and I'm like, you know what? People just do things to trigger people, so let me just ignore it. I saw right away the implications. I saw, based on my knowledge of history to a certain degree, I knew what it looked like, right? But I was just not in the headspace. I ain't even gonna front. I wasn't in the headspace. So I was like, whatever. Then today, as I'm perusing and perusing the landscape, I see more and more and more people, because that's the thing with these trends, especially the younger generation. Sometimes I don't know if they were texting when they were in class, but people are not paying attention. So they're disconnected from history, what has come before them, and they don't realize, especially those who are in these type of relationships, how this translates, right? So without further ado, we're going to hop on over to the TikTok, because it seems that's where things are locking right now, right? Over on the TikTok. And we're going to hop on over there to see what's going on with this trend, because one of the original women that I saw, an Indian woman, right away, it left a bad taste in my mouth. But she's back with an apology. But before we get to the apology, what I wanted to highlight is that it wasn't just people putting black men on the stand. Some people may run with this and only want to highlight that they're black men being highlighted. No, actually, one of the first times I saw this, it was a European man objectifying. And I think that is what ultimately was my objectifying a human being, point blank, period. And so the first one I saw a while ago was a European man objectifying his wife. And from there, it took off to where this is so-called girlfriend and boyfriend objectifying their partner and talking about them I can't even say it, as if they were a thing, right? First of all, I have a lot to say about it, but let's look at some of the ones that came up, and then we're going to go to where people realize that what you're doing is not for all kicks and giggles. And this is another one of my contentions with social media. When people are like, to be big on social media, you got to post every day and you got to do, because then people are pressurized, as the Nigerian community, like pressurizing people to just do all kind of foolishness. No matter how long I've been on social media, I'm not going to be pressurized just to come on here every day and talk foolishness, because every vain word that we say, everything that comes out of our mouth, we're going to be accountable for, right? So it is important that we come when we have value. That's my thought process. So if you don't see me in a few days, you already know I'm just probably doing what it is that I do. You know what I mean? And I have something of value to share, then I'll share it. Now what is wrong with my mouse? Hold on, peoples. You see the mouse jumping around? I'm trying to get here to, okay, so my mouse want to act crazy. We're going to go hop on over to TikTok. Hold on a second. Mouse. Here we go. Let's go. Let me know if you can hear it. It says, oh, would you get one? Let me know your questions, concerns. I'll make a part 2, #boyfriend haul. And of course, we're on full. I'm not struggle streaming on my end, but for some reason it's buffering. So let's see if it comes up. This is from someone named Olivia. Come on, man. I was just watching it. I only went over a few of them, but apparently whenever someone thinks it's the thing to do, then all the people just blindly, like lemons on the side of a hill, jump on the trend. Let me see I got a strong signal. Let's try to go to the next one then.
Over the years. What's cool about this one is it cleans everything, it writes love letters, and it plans dates. The only thing I would say is it's not so good at cooking, so if you're looking for that, I would get a different model. This one is also athletic, so it has really cool features like that. This one's also over 6 feet. Anyways, I have a lot more I could say, so let me know if you want a part 2, but overall,
So that's basically the gist of what
This one
is they're talking about the person like the person is an object, but this is where it gets triggering. So let's listen.
So this is the one that I have. I met him in 2014, but he wasn't on the market yet. So in 2016, he was on the market, and I decided to see if it was a good investment for me. However, the timing was
Right away on this one, you can see why it's triggering. He's standing here like a buck on a block, like a buck on a block, right? The way he's looking, this is how your ancestors will roll over one time, roll back twice, right? Jump in the grave, jump back out, and roll over some more. You feel me? And the way he's standing there deep down in the depths of his fifth generation DNA, he knows that something is inherently wrong. But also deep down in the fourth to third generation of his DNA, somebody thought that this young woman that he's with is a prize. And so against his own better judgment, he's standing here for something that is having him to sin against not only his soul, but the soul of hundreds of his ancestors. But let's continue. So she's talking about him as an object. And as we know historically, this is what was done. Chattel slavery was objectifying the melanated body and classifying it as an animal, that you highlight certain things and you outline certain things to either sell or to diminish the value of. So let's continue.
timing wasn't really right. So it wasn't until the beginning of 2018 that I purchased this one. I don't know the exact month or day.
Do you see the uncomfortable smirk? This one? What is he, a Buick? So I saw all of this, but I wasn't in the mood. But now that the thing is not stopping, this is 6 days ago, right? It's viral, hashtag our story, hashtag comedy. I don't know how we got to comedy, but okay.
That I purchased this one, but it was in the beginning of 2018. One thing that I love about this one is he can literally do anything, fix anything. If he doesn't know how to do something, he will learn that day.
That's exactly this boy right here. This is my favorite boy right here. He's smart. He a smart little Negro. That's why I like him. I keep him around. I don't even put him in the field. What in all of historical accuracy is going on?
And I mean, look at him.
Look at him. He's a strong strapping buck. He has all of his packs, all of the 1-pack to the 2-pack and the 3-pack. He has all of it. He's tamed. He has been seasoned. He is a good Negro. So when it's with the people amongst themselves, it's bad. I still thought it was bad. But when we see this dynamic, it's gasoline bad, right? Press play.
One bad thing, one con about this model is he's taking a little bit longer than usual to upgrade to fiance mode. So hopefully soon we'll upgrade to fiance mode, but until then.
What's going on with I question what's going on in the households that's raising these young melanated men that they think that this right here is acceptable. Like, what part of your growing up, what part, I'm even going in and don't even realize if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you guys could hear me. Hopefully you can. Let me know if there's sound. Yeah, there's sound. What part of your upbringing was this okay? Like, what part? I'm trying to figure it out. But let's go to the next one.
I'm going to show you my boyfriend haul. Well, he's been upgraded, but this is him. He is dusty, musty, and crusty. I got him on clearance.
Dusty, musty. Yo, Jed, what type of world is this? In what world? In what world do you stand there and let someone of any nationality call you dusty, musty, and crusty and tell the world, the international audience, that they got you on clearance? Yet there's so many of our brothers and sisters here arguing for lack of respect on social media. And one would stand and let someone degrade you for comedic relief. I'm confused. I told you this is why I study slavery so much, because this is post-traumatic, as Dr. Joy DeGruy said, post-traumatic slavery syndrome. Okay.
Appearance, because he was a little seasoned. It's okay.
Historically seasoned. I know she may not know possibly, but a seasoned slave is one that was broken in, right?
He came with his own coloring book. He came with muscles and a bank account. Let's do a full 360. Oh my gosh. It's a little hard to maneuver. It's a little heavy. And hunchback. We're still working on that. Again, that happens with age. If his butt crack isn't being eaten by his shorts, it's normally out.
Y'all keep saying that I'm saying that something is wrong only because they're in an interracial relationship. I just played a video of a couple that
Wait, pause. The air-conditioned man came, and that's a long story, but I will be right back to finish up this conversation. It's a long story with the air-conditioned man. I've been waiting on him all day. So pause right there for part 2. I will be back and to talk about part 2 a little bit later about this conversation. All right? 1. And play a commercial on my way out here, peoples. My bad. I had to cut it real short, real quick. I will be back to continue this.
This episode is sponsored by Yummy Curry Powder. Go on over to www.theyummycottage.com for your powder